So regarding that movie, The Healer, that I watched, it gave me so many thoughts because we could say, first of all, I learned a couple of lessons and it's in different angles. So you may watch the same movie and probably the perspective of what I'm about to share may be different from yours in terms of your lessons learned. So one of the lessons I learned is aspect of forgiveness. We feel it's easy. Why I'm saying we feel is because someone could offend you and you just get it off your head that we are humans and then we make mistake and you don't really want to make a fuss about it. You forgive the person. But do you know there are some situations that would test you to know if you truly have forgiven that person? And when that situation comes, you realize you haven't even forgiven. You just didn't want to, revive old wounds anymore. You just want to let it go. But deep down, you still have some grudges. You still have some pain. And I'm thinking, what sort of hearts can a human have to completely let go? In quotes, the word completely let go. And I realized we can't do it on our own. It takes the grace of God. Because we can't say we have forgiven someone and whenever we see them we feel hot, there's still this grudge, they irritate us, then I don't think forgiveness has been truly done or made in your heart. I'm taking breaks to talk because this is a very sensitive topic and I know how it feels for someone to hurt you, really hurt you, and you let go, but then you realize you truly haven't let go. So what I'm saying in essence is it takes a reflection to look past your feelings, that no matter what this person have done, it's hard to forgive, but for your sake, it's for your own sake, because we think forgiveness is for the other person, but sincerely the person can be going all about with his or her life thinking it's all over, you're forgiving him or her, but the person will know that you're still hurt. So you forgive for yourself, not necessarily for the other person that hurts you, but for yourself, for your peace of mind, for your freedom, because unforgiveness is a cage. And then the other part of what I learned is the part of obeying God's will. Obeying God's will is another aspect I learned. Sometimes you don't want to do what God wants you to do, and that's the truth, because sometimes it feels hard, it feels impossible based on human mind. I feel like it's impossible for us to do what God wants us to do. We are scared. We are like, why me? Choose someone else. And the truth is, you're not the only one. You could actually choose someone else. But have you thought about it in this way or in another way, that you are the chosen one? Just like Mary in the Bible. I believe there are other virgins at that time, but why Mary? Have you asked yourself that question? Why Mary? She may not have been like the perfect woman for God to have used, but He shows her, and that alone shows more like God has selected you. He has handpicked you amongst other persons. It's something of dignity, it's something of honor. Yeah. So sometimes it's hard for us to do what God wants us to do. Even for me, sometimes there are some certain things I know God has laid in my heart to do, and I'm like, can I do this? It looks quite huge. But I have realized that once I take a bold step to do it, not relying on my own strength, it gets executed one way or the other. Every time it has played out that way, that I feel so overwhelmed. Can I do this? Will this be possible? To show that God just wants us to take that step of faith. Trust Him. Trust you have clearly understood what He wants you to do. And even if it's not clearly understood, you could ask questions. You could always go back to Him to say, God, please give me clarity. Because once you see that willingness in you to do His will, He will always provide the grace, He will always provide the resources, He will always provide the people for you to accomplish what He has placed in your heart to do. So this is what I wanted to share with us. Bye.